And we're back to the 1, 2, 3, 4,
5 o'clock shadow.
where truth lives. We have the original starters right now on deck. It is your boy, Free Will, aka Will of God, aka The Lord's Will, aka Willzilla, aka Tupac, aka $1 million, aka Bills Paid, aka Will Chill Wild Bill, and the new aka The Silverback. And I am here with
The Silverback?
the Silverback.
That's the new one?
That's the new one. The
Oh
Silverback.
man, you snatching up kids now? That's how you doing it?
It better not act up.
Oh man. Brother Ron back in the building. You know what it is. We back in the spot. I'm not even gonna go through the AKAs today.
Why not?
Because I'm just back. I'm just boom.
But who's back?
Brother Ron, that's who's here today.
AKA?
Yeah, but I'm not flowing in them dudes right now. I'm flowing in Brother Ron right
Okay.
now. You know what I'm
So
saying?
they do
When I
personality?
when I be that dude, when I'm
Okay.
that dude, it's different.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Or the man of God.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Or the Mega Ron.
All right. Well, talking about speaking about man of God, you heard Craig Mack.
Heard him.
What you think?
I mean, this is the one thing.
Fire. Go ahead.
Whack.
What? Okay.
Whack. Wasn't feeling it.
Real
Rusty. It sounded
rusty.
rusty. If he was popping it, 1980s, I might rock with him. But that was whack, man. That was weak. Didn't
Oh,
feel
man,
it.
that's-
Didn't feel the passion. I mean,
What?
Didn't feel the passion. Didn't grab me at all.
Oh, okay.
Didn't grab me at all, man.
Okay.
Just keeping it 100. And it's interesting because sometimes when it's Christian stuff, people be like, "Oh, you gotta like." No, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
If it's whack, it's whack.
Look,
You
man.
know what I mean?
If
Like,
anyone is like that, that is me. They think, oh, hey, listen to this song. You got God in it.
right?
And I'm like, nah, that's terrible.
Hey.
That's garbage.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I'm tired. You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of Christian rappers making trap music. Like, can we get over the trap music era? Hip hop has been over the trap music era about 2 years now, and they still on that trap. Jail, crazy cry. Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, keep up with the times.
It's
Something.
interesting. It seems because Christian rappers always seem like they copying. What,
Right.
They never pushing the
Facts.
boundaries for themselves. It's like, oh, let me
Facts.
copy what secular music, what society's doing, and that's why we always a day late and a dollar short, man.
You know, that's what I liked about the truth. At first.
He's pushing his own envelope.
Well,
He's
all
doing his
right.
own
So when the truth came out with the portrait, do you know the
I
song
remember that
Portrait?
one, yeah.
That song was like nothing I was hearing out there.
Right.
Then he went nut, like he went crazy somewhere. I don't know. He just like techno music kind
Yeah.
of. I don't know what happened to him. Even though his album Love, Hope and War that I hope you listen to soon
Okay.
is his best album today.
Best one.
Love, Hope and War is that good. But yeah. So how was your trip and where did you go? And I know you said you were going to be a personal life coach. But
Yeah.
explain to the people because they wanted to know where you at. We did have some. Listen, shout outs to Sky and Dread Saint Mike, aka Michael J Thriller, aka I forgot the AKAs.
Yeah.
It's hot today.
It is, man.
So go ahead. How do you?
Oh, the trip.
Yeah.
The trip was successful on all fronts, man. Went out there, wrapped up the Transformational Coaches Academy, certified transformational coach now,
Okay.
which means to work with successful people to identify those thought patterns that make them successful and maybe uncover hidden thought patterns that are keeping them from going to the next level. And with a thought of continuously reinventing yourself and pursuing greatness.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Reinventing yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
So is there a change that's going to be happening with you soon?
Oh man, it's tremendous, man. So it's already taken place in me. Going through the academy, there's a lot of the coaching that you're put through a rigorous and intensive 3-month process where you are being coached by the master coaches and trainers. And so they're really inquiring and helping you uncover those belief systems that make you successful or challenging you in your successes.
Okay.
So whatever it may be, it could be business, it could be a marriage relationship. The definition of a coach, back to the original definition of it, is to get something from point A to point B. People
Okay.
use the coach, right? A horse and character coach.
Yep.
To get from point A to point B. So coach is to help you get from that point A to point B. And, tremendous feedback from my wife about just the difference in who I am, the way that I am with her, with the kids, being aware of a lot of things, man.
All right. So, what about the show? Did you listen to any of the show while you?
I couldn't. No, man. I'm telling you, this thing is intense, man. We and it was a crazy travel schedule, so I didn't get to catch any of it. Plus, with the 3-hour time difference, I'm 3 hours ahead of you guys.
Oh, right.
When I was in California,
Right.
So that was I was in the trainings. I would see that y'all was about to start. Shouldn't have been on my phone in the class.
Right.
But I was on my phone in the class, and I see the post that y'all about to start.
Okay.
But out there, it's 2:00.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And training was from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. The days that we were out there.
So, in other words, you don't care about the show.
Well, if that's what you want to believe what it is, man, you know.
Okay.
If that's what you want
All
to
right.
believe. Here's the fact of the matter. I didn't care about the show because I wasn't on it. That's the truth.
Applaud that.
But nah, man, I knew y'all would hold it down. I saw you had Brother Mike in the spot. And did I see Alfie back in?
No, Alfie did not come back.
Alfie didn't come back in?
No.
Oh, okay.
She didn't come back. So, all right, there's a couple places where we should start, where I think we should start, and I'm trying to figure out which one to go first. First, I'd like to give a quick rest in peace to Jan Crouch, co-founder of Trinity Broadcast Network.
Ooh.
She has passed away at the age of 78. She had a stroke, a critical stroke, they called it, and she never really came out of it. I have a friend who recently had a stroke, so this one kind of touched me a little bit. Even though I have reservations about Trinity Broadcast Network, I don't know.
I mean, they set a stage. They pushed the boundary. They did something that no one else was doing. They got
Right.
So I hear what you're saying. I mean, I have my reservations.
Yep.
About televangelism in itself.
Okay. Well, what's your reservation with televangelism?
It's a show. A lot of it's a
Facts.
show to me.
Good.
And if cats ain't, some cats are not looking at it like entertainment.
Okay.
It's entertainment.
Okay.
And if cats not looking at it like entertainment, man, you can get caught up on a lot of food. Plus, a lot of the people that are on there for me, especially the big names, man, we can go into it. You know, I don't know if we're going down that road right now, but a lot of the big names that I just don't rock with.
Creflo Dollar.
T.D. Jakes.
You don't rock with T.D. Jakes either?
Paula White.
Paulo. Okay.
Joel Osteen.
Joe. Okay.
Freddie
Shots
Prinze.
fired.
You know, I just don't rock with them. Dude. I'm not. They're just not my dudes. You know. Very little do I hear from them that is biblically sound. I feel a lot of it is entertainment. Sounds good. Going to get people listening.
Right.
Get called in. A few years back, if you recall, there was a song. We should get that song and play it one day.
What one?
It was called False Teachers.
Oh yeah.
By
What's
Shai
his name?
Lynn.
Shai Lynn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
he
and he just
shared-
named. I mean, like
said,
he was
listen.
just name.
Listen, and he shared open letters, but he was real with it. He shared open letters with Paula White's son and everything about where he felt she was incorrect. Some of the stuff she spoke from the pulpit, and
Did she respond?
quoted. No, she did. Only her son did.
Okay.
Her son was responding. He was the communications director or something like that. So it's his responsibility.
So did he handle it with humility? Do you remember, or was he just defensive?
Complete defensive.
That's everything up to that is the problem for me. Like if someone, like, so example, we talk about certain stuff on the show, we say certain things on the show, where like if I'll go back to my pastor and he says, well, you're really walking that fine line, and sometimes I don't necessarily agree with some of the things you say. If I agree with it, I'll own it.
Okay.
Or if he brings it to the word and he speaks it to my heart and I know I'm wrong, and look, the Holy Spirit is good in this one.
Right.
I know when
Conviction,
I'm wrong.
yeah.
Right. I have no problem with admitting it.
Right.
That's the problem. So I don't have a problem with pretty much 45% of the people that you just named. But if someone confronts them on what they're doing and saying, and they just are completely defensive, like, no, I am almost saying they're God. Like, I am not doing nothing wrong. I am speaking sound doctrine.
I have all truth.
I am right. Then that's where the
So you don't think that those televangelists, even the ones that I mentioned, and those that are out there, because of the mass broadcast of what they're speaking,
Right.
have a responsibility to make sure that their doctrine is solid, to be able to support it? Because some of this stuff, like, you know, Paula White, TD, Creflo, I mean, a $6 million jet, I need this for the spreading of the ministry. You know, to even come out and say some of that stuff, man, is like, wait a second, bro. Like,
$68 million jet, and it was not just
Bruh.
a regular jet. It
Bruh.
was the Lamborghini of jets.
Bruh, I need this for
Right.
the spreading of the gospel.
Right. So here's where I kind of defend him. People like him. He has said stuff from the television screen that has spoken into my life. For example, he said this one line that I've taken with me to this day. If it does not agree with what the Word of God is saying, don't buy it. If it's not in line with what the Word says, don't believe in it. Now, maybe he said some other stuff that didn't align with the Bible, like he said. He said something to me that whenever I question something, that little like infomercial comes in my head. Check to see if it's aligned with what the Word says, and then I go to the Bible and I study it.
Yeah.
Even what's her name? The one that looks like Heath Ledger as a Joker. What's her name? Everyday Life. Enjoy Everyday Life with.
I can't. She should be on it with her husband sometimes.
Yeah, Dave. Dave.
Yeah. I can't think of her name, man. I can't think.